Parshas Kisavai. This shmuz is adapted from the Sefer Nesivais Musar in the Chochmas HaMatzpun. It says in the Pasuk, at the end of Parshas Kisavai, it says, Moshe Rabbeinu was giving his final discourse, his last drosha to Klal Yisrael before he was niftar. And he says to Klal Yisrael, V'leinosan Hashem lochem leiv lodas, ve'einayim lirais, v'oznayim lishmoya, ad hayom hazeh. Hashem has not given you a heart to understand, eyes to see, and ears to hear until this day. Very amazing statement that the Torah makes. And what does it mean? So Rashi brings down that she'ein adam oimed al soiv da'atei shel rabbi v'chochmas mishmosnai. A person cannot fully comprehend the words of his Rebbe, v'chochmas mishnosai, the wisdom of his studies, ad arboim shona, until 40 years. 40 years later, he can start comprehending what his Rebbe was teaching him. Ulefichach, and therefore, lo hikped alechem hamokim ad hayom hazeh. The Rebbeinu Shalom was not strict with you, didn't expect much of you, because for the first 40 years that you hear something from your Rebbe, you don't have a heart to understand, you don't have eyes to understand, you don't have ears to hear. Avomikam va'elech yakpid. But from now on, Hashem will be strict. From now on, you have to observe everything. The 40 years are up. This is amazing, this statement, because who are we dealing with here that couldn't comprehend what Moshe Rabbeinu was teaching him? We're talking about a Dor Deya. We're talking about the greatest generation that ever lived. We're talking about the generation that walked through Kriyas Yamsuf. They walked through the Red Sea, and they were Zeicha to be. Each one that walked through was a prophet. Men, women, children. They were able to comprehend more than the holy prophet Yechezkel ben Buzi. They were the greatest of people. These were the people that were privileged to stand at Har Sinai when the Rebbeinu Shalom gave the Torah, and they were zeicha to hear the Rebbeinu Shalom's voice reverberate within the inner fibers of their soul. These were people on a tremendously high level. How could we say that for 40 years your time is up? Till now you're not Hashem le hikpid. The Rebbeinu Shalom is not strict with you, because you can't comprehend. Ein adam oimed al soiv da'atei shel rabbi v'chochmas nishmosai mishnosai ad arboim shona. That's one question. The second question is, these were the greatest students in the world that could ever be, and the Rebbe that was teaching them was the Rebbe that heard straight from HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself, Moshe Rabbeinu, the greatest Rebbe that ever was. You have the greatest Talmidim and you have the greatest Rebbe. How could it be that these people were not capable of understanding the wisdom of Moshe Rabbeinu for 40 years? Until now, Hashem is lo hikpid. That's what Rashi says. It's a Gemara in Avodah Zarah. Rashi brings it down. But we see from here an incredible thing. We see here the Yetzer Hara that the person has, the evil inclination, just creeps into the person, no matter who he is, as great as they are, and doesn't let him fully comprehend, doesn't let him fully understand what has to be understood. the Yetzer Hara is tremendously powerful, and everybody has to beware that he has within him this great Yetzer Hara, and he has to work to obliterate it from him. Even these greatest Gedolim had this problem. So what we have to learn from this, that that we have to work to obliterate the Yetzer Hara from within us, and we have to devote time and energy not to let him get the best of us. And that chus will be zeicha to aksiva v'chsima taiva lanu l'chol Yisrael. Amen.